Hello, everyone. Welcome to this press conference. First of all, thank you, RRQ, for being here with us. Now we are going to start with some questions on the call. Please raise your hand, and I will call on you. Nerkas, you got the first question.
Hello. Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist out in the United States. First of all, commiserations on the loss. This is for anyone on the team. Just a broad question on your feelings towards the map select, Abyss being picked into, and that was your guys' pick. And unfortunately, kind of your thoughts on the map select and how it all went down.
Of course, it's a little bit hard to say. We need to go back and be able to vote. But the defense side was the issue. We should have won a lot more rounds on the attack side. We let 2 rounds slip on the attack side, ending at a 7-5, where it should have been much more. And then the defense side, it's a little bit hard to explain the macro without giving too much away. But there's some adjustments that we need to make on the defense side, especially playing against a comp like theirs.
Understandable. And then kind of to follow up, maps and then also agent selects. You guys went for the Yoruteo composition on Ascent. If you can, I guess I'll send it over to the coach as well. Kind of get into the thought process of that, and then Crazy Guy, if you have anything else to add on the Tejo selection as well.
You can answer this one if you want.
Nothing special because we like to play the Tejo and we feel very comfortable with the comp. So it just we lost double pistol, so the game feel hard. Nothing else.
Fair enough. Well, commiserations and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Sierra.
Yes, hello. Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator from North America. My question can go either to Monyet or to Coach Ewok. First off, great to see you guys here again at Champs. And in the daily trailer, Monyet, you mentioned how this was a redemption match. Obviously, Fnatic knocking you guys out of Masters Toronto. And the big kind of mentality was you were a different team. You were an improved team. But we saw this be obviously a 0-2 instead of a close 1-2 like we saw in Toronto. So I was curious, what aspects do you think you guys have improved upon that, even though it was a loss today, you saw in the server that you'll be taking into the lowers in your next match?
I think it's just our mentality has improved so much during stage 2 and EWC. We were like kind of a bit fell off because like we are like Theo merchant basically, and then we are trying to look for like new angle, like new meta, and then we found it. And every now and again, our match is always like really hard. It's never been 2-0, only once I think this last 2-3 months. And yeah, I think our mentality has improved so much. That's why I believe that we can win this match today. But unfortunately, we lost.
Sierra, do you want to do a follow-up question or you're good?
I have, I guess, another question I can ask. This one can go to Kushi. Obviously, you had I would say, a pretty standout performance today. I think you're one of the quieters on the squad. Just how did you feel about the game overall, about your performance, and how do you think that'll hopefully contribute to you guys winning your next matchup on the 17th?
I don't really have like any specific comments on like personal performance because I don't really see I don't really focus on my personal stuff. But since we lost, I guess, yeah, that performance doesn't really matter to me, I guess. And hopefully, then in the next game, I can support better my team so we can win the next match.
All right, thank you so much, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are going to take one question here in the room. Soledad.
Hello guys, Soledad. Good to see you here. Sorry about the loss. My first question was also to Kushi. I wanted to ask, first of all, good to see you being healthy. And I wanted to ask how you feel, like if you could compare playing at Masters and playing at Champions. How is it on stage and how confident do you feel?
coming up to today's match, I was really confident with us grabbing the win, but unfortunately not. And yeah, I feel like the stage is almost the same. Like the crowd is really hyped. The viewers are like very like they are pretty loud. Like it even comes into our headset. We can hear them, and yeah, the vibe is really great like, in the international matches.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed. My next question is to Crazy Guy. It's about the first map. I think it looked much cleaner today, and we can see that there was a lot of work. And I wanted to ask if like Sage Wall and like the opponent's composition was the problem, do you think? Or did you feel comfortable playing against them?
For the Sage and the Vice, we have played against Syscom many times already, so I don't feel any problem play against the Vice or the Sage. But just like we lost double pistol, and then we got thrifty once, and some like in some like key situation we lost like one on A, and the last round Jamkin got wallbang. I think we could have won that map. I think.
Mm-hmm. And the next question will be to the head coach, Ewok. I would love to hear your thoughts about going against BOG next.
For now, the focus, of course, has just been on Fnatic. I think it should be a good match. I think we didn't get to see that much of their match, but I think they're a strong opponent. So we're looking forward to play against them, and hopefully we can bring our best side as well.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing and good luck next week, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Miguel.
Hello, guys. Miguel Soriano for Sons of KS in Latin America. First of all, I'm sorry about the adverse result today. I hope you guys can bounce back and get into playoffs for these champions. My question would be for Coach Ewok. Right now, after the Tejo meta, the current meta, it's like an open ocean. You can go either double duelist, double controller, double sentinel, whatever you like. But there are also like some regional traits that we've been able to see on these champions. There are some comps that are being played in Americas. There are some comps that are being played in Pacific and stuff. So, do you think that these regional compositions or these regional pick of agents offer any traits like to get advantage, or is it something that you need to be that can be discarded?
I think it's interesting in terms of how the regions kind of develop a little bit different meta, but then also they learn from each other. I think we could say we were one of the first to branch out a part of the meta with the Waylay and the Neon, and a lot more teams or believers when we were kind of called crazy at EWC for everyone asking why we're running Waylay on Sunset. And then we were running it some more maps. Corrode also, people don't know why we were running it. So I think it's comfort at the end of the day. You cannot just replicate anyone's comp. Your team is different. You need to be able to be comfortable in that comp. So I think it depends really on the team and like the strengths that the players have in terms of the compositions and the different regions having their own metas. I think is really good for champions that you get to play against different things and you need to adapt on the fly a little bit more.
Okay. Thank you so much and good luck on your next match, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Pedro Romero.
Hello, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. First off, thank you guys so much for the opportunity for this quick press conference and of course commiserations on the series loss. I'm gonna send this one over to Xfero. Looking over to Abyss, obviously the previous time you guys played on that map was like earlier on in the year in kickoff in Pacific, like in January or something like that. The only change from the match to this one is, you playing the Cypher, and then previous occasion was the Astra. Oh, what made it difficult for you to just sort of play the game that the team wanted you to play with that agent in mind? And yeah, and also how did it, like, Fnatic's performance on that map play into just the difficulty of it all?
I think even from the earlier, we try so many comps, and I think I tried the Cypher even from before. So I think changing to Cypher now is not really a big problem for me. But for the Fnatic game, I think we were not used to play against their comp. So I think yeah, we were shocked.
Yes.
I want to
Yeah.
ask a follow-up. Yes. Looking over to the other side of the coin, Fnatic was the one that used the Astra for that map, and obviously Bolster performed pretty well individually speaking, 24 and 8 with the KD. I'm gonna send this one over to Ewok. How did you view just sort of Fnatic's approach to the map and just sort of how they countered you? What was your point of view on that? Just sort of having to go through that time frame.
Sorry, could you specify counter on what?
More so like looking into Fnatic's like performance and countering of your game plan.
I don't necessarily think there was countering of our game plan. Our comp is not very it's pretty standard comp on Abyss. It's something that we're comfortable to play in terms of the players that we have. So of course they're comfortable to play against that comp. But for us, there's some adjustments that we had to make, which I'd rather not explain. Is something that we need to talk about. So I think if you look at the attack side, we played well, and I think it's a tough one to compare like the Cypher and the Astra. A lot of Boaster skills had nothing to do with playing Astra. Just 4K on pistol, like it doesn't matter what agent you're playing. He was shooting really well, to be fair to him. So I don't think it has a change really with the Cypher or the Astra, or the change of anything like that. I think they just played well individually, yeah.
Now we are going to take one question here in the room.
Hello, I'm Lembo from Universal Valorant in Spain. The question is for the coach. Is because Fnatic have more time to prepare this match, no? Because they lost before in the playoff. In this tournament, we have Abyss for first time, no? In this year, why do you decide go to Abyss with less time to prepare over other map, for example, Haven that you won versus them in Master, no?
Again, sorry, it's quite a difficult question to answer just because this is the start of the tournament. I can give you an honest answer if this is the end of the tournament, but right now, for map veto, the decision on which map, of course, it's very hard to, and we'll give advantage to our opponent for our next match. But we played what we're comfortable on. We're comfortable on many things. We're comfortable in our map pool. Today, I think, is maybe a little bit too over worried about the Abyss. We played a bad half rather than a bad map, I would say.
Okay, thank you. Good luck for the next match.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nurkas, you have the next question.
Hello, Nerdcast here again, independent freelance commentator and journalist. This one, I'll start off with a bit more lighthearted, hopefully. Jemkin, out of all of your teammates, everyone's got some glasses. And the first question is, who's got the best pair? And would you ever put on a pair just to fit in for like the meme, for the bit, anything along those lines?
Maybe David one. XO. I think XO got.
Expensive one, right?
No,
I don't know.
Expensive.
Ooh. Fancy. And then a bit more serious if you can. This is back to the head coach. I know you talked a bit earlier about how you might not want to reveal stuff, but just a question that was asked by some fans was about the post plant situations that you guys were put in on the attack side. If you can talk about it all, if not, I fully understand. I know it's a bit of a tough question to answer.
Post plant on Abyss, right?
On both maps.
Oh, on both maps.
It was tough, no? I mean, the cleanups on
Yeah.
them sometimes got retook on a lot.
I think the Abyss was more of mistakes from our side. Those I kind of also classify as rounds that we could have played much better. Yeah, the bonus run got close, but the round after that, it was a mistake in terms of how we played the post plan, and that we need to fix. Then we made some adjustment after that. This is also the reason why I didn't have to take a timeout on the attack side, because they spoke about it themselves in terms of how we needed to adjust in terms of where the util is going to be able to have a successful post plant. And then we had some much better rounds on Abyss. And then as for Ascent, yeah, we had a couple of rounds. Some of them are just like clutch scenarios where you just need to win. Some of them are slight mistakes as well, where you make a micro mistake and that leads to a round loss. But in the moment, there's not much that we can do about that, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Thank you for answering, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
With this question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, RRQ, for being here with us, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.